And then just what did you see from Drew today? And then do you think there's another level to his offensive game that he still has yet to reach or starting to see range?
Yeah, I do. I think he's playing with a lot more confidence. I think he's hanging on to pucks more. You know, I think the strength of his game is just in his puck pursuit. Has a good stick. He's got a long reach. He's a rangy guy. And he can really skate. And I think he brings that puck pursuit game to Gino's line. Rusty excels at it also. So I think as a result, Gino's line is getting more offensive zone time, and they're dragging Gino into the fights, so to speak. And Gino's good when he gets down in that grind game down low. He's very capable of playing that game. So I think OC helps him in that regard. I think Rusty helps him in that regard. But I think just with respect to OC's game, I think he's just gaining a lot more confidence, and because of that, I think he's just more adept with the puck. His scoring touch has improved. He's hanging on to pucks longer, and he's looking to make plays when they're there. And that's the game that we want him to play. We don't want him to turn into a high-risk player by any stretch, but when plays are there to be made, he's very capable. And you know, the fact that he scored a few goals, I think, certainly is a huge boost for his confidence.
Mike, you switched the defensive pairs around a little bit. Do you feel it's starting to lead to maybe steadier, even more basic performances by some of them?
Well, that's our hope. That's our hope, is that, you know, we can settle into some pairs that can stay together, and with respect to that, I think they can build chemistry. You know, they learn each other's tendencies. They come back to the bench, they talk, and so our hope is that we can settle into some stability with respect to the pairs, and then they understand what their role is. You know, their role as, you know, when they play with their partner, but also with respect to their role on the team and what's expected of them in different situations. So our hope is that we can settle into some stability. I think Grady in particular his game has really improved here over the last little while. We feel like his game is building traction, and we just thought the time was right to make that adjustment and see how it goes. But I thought he had another strong game tonight.
Rossi on the far left.
Mike, Sid scored a lot of goals in his career. You've seen quite a few of them. I don't know if he has a signature shot, but the one where he sort of gains the leverage by going down to 1D, like the first one he scored tonight, it's certainly one that we see a lot from him. Just from a perspective of a guy who played in the league but also has coached him, when you see him do that, what goes through your mind?
Oh, you know, hey, listen, sometimes we marvel at what he does out there. You know, we get the best seat in the house because we're right up close to it. We watch it every day in practice. I think that the biggest thing for, you know, or my observation of the thing that I admire most about Sid is his creativity and how he scores goals, and his ability to do it so many different ways. I think he's the best player in the game, the best player in the world, and has been for a long time in and around the blue paint. You know, how many times you see him down on one knee, he'll shorten up on his stick, he'll slide his top hand down halfway down the shaft of his stick, and he makes himself big and off the back door, and he scores goals that way. He scores goals from below the goal line. His backhand is one of the most dangerous backhands in the game. He just has the ability to score goals so many different ways. I think the biggest thing for me is just his creativity, his ability to think it. It has to start in his brain first before he executes on some of these things. And just his ability to think it, his imagination, and the way he brings that creativity to his overall offensive game, for me, is what impresses me the most about him.
Anyone else?
Not the season or definitely one of them. Just what did you like about the way your team played defense today?
I liked our intent. I just thought our intentions were in the right place, and when we play the game that way, it's collective effort. It's a team game, and everybody understands what their role is, and you play it. And you know, and for me, I think when our intentions are in the right place and our willingness to play the game a certain way, I think we can be hard to play against, and I thought we were tonight. This is a team that has had tremendous success here over the last month. You know, they're 9-0-2 or whatever they were coming into this game. They beat a lot of really good teams. They They have a lot of balance through their lineup. And I thought we played a complete game. You know, it was low event, but that's the game I think that sets us up for success. When we check, we have to play away from the puck. We have to make sure that we don't provide easy offense for our opponents. And I didn't think we did that tonight. I thought we forced them to have to work to get some of the offense that they got. Give them credit, they had a few really good looks, and Tristan made a couple of big saves for us, but they had to work for it. So our intentions and our willingness, I think, were both where they needed to be.
Actual last one, we're all back.
Sully, sorry to keep you. Just one more on Sid. You know, he scored a lot of goals, but he's shooting more this year. His numbers are up. He's on pace for maybe almost for 50 at this point. Was that a conscious? Did you guys have any conversations about him looking to be such a gifted playmaker? Was there a discussion to say, hey, we'd like you to get the puck on net more? Or is that him just reading the game?
No, I think it's just him reading the game. Quite honestly, we try to stay out of his way. He thinks it way better than we do, and I just think Sid is. He takes what the game gives him. You know, when the plays are there to make a play, he does. You know, when there's opportunities to put the puck in the net and shoot the puck, he does. And so I just think that's his own ability to process the game a certain way, and the chemistry that he builds with his line mates. So we really haven't had a whole lot of discussion. Sometimes we'll share our insights if we see certain things that might be able to help him or help his line or whatever it may be. But most of the time we try to stay out of his way.